Morning guys, it's your old pal Brian. It's I think the 19th, Thursday, and carrying the terror pigeon out for the first time in weeks and weeks and weeks. This is the replacement for the thunder chicken. Well, they sure are sketchy compared to the fly-barred version that you have dumbed down with extra weight. Hopefully I can put the Align. Oh, gotta be real careful. I hate to trash this one too, although I do have to pull it apart and put it back together again anyway. Hopefully in the coming weeks, like next week, I'll disassemble this, put the Align 410Ms in it, be able to up the gain. I remember previous to me killing the thunder chicken that the higher the gain, obviously the better. That way you can have more stability. I'm going to disassemble this. Excuse me. Put in the Scorpion-alike motor. Retune it up. That was a Simon and a Rob move there. Retune it up and see about getting her to where she'll slide into the fuselage of the Augusta 109E. Excuse me. Not my normal masterful control, is it? Yeah, this is sketchy compared to the MCPX and the Thunder Chicken. The gain is turned down so low, it's real pitchy and rolly. Almost like the first time I took the fly bar off of the fly bar weights off of the HK 450 GT. Yep. Excuse me guys, sorry. Looking real close at the 130X, because obviously we know that I pretty much don't like getting out of the front yard if I don't have to. We're going to ignore the timer. I had to step away and get my camera. Shave a minute or two off of what we're doing. I'm going to try to just run some batteries down today. Had a near bout unfortunate yesterday on my desk. I went in to grab the battery off my desk that I've been testing the servos out with, and found that the light or the battery is still plugged in. And the light was off on the transmitter. I'm like, oh great, I killed a battery. But thank God for low voltage cutoff. Put the battery on the charger and no worse for the wear. Smooth thing. I almost hate to say anything about it. Wonder how it'll do lifting up a canopy that weighs nearly as much as it does. Simon, again, congrats on your MCPX. I hope you're getting some shtick time. Rob, as we speak, is getting some shtick time. Phil, sorry to hear you've been so busy. We were speaking privately last night. Glad you got to unload some of your gear. And you know, I don't think you're clogging up the post with fixed wing stuff, planks. We have a real open forum, if you recall. In fact, our moderator could actually change the name of it if he wanted to, because we've kind of evolved. Even though the HK 450 GT is our jumping off point, that was just it. It was our jumping off point, and we've all kind of evolved. I in fact hope to eventually get a plank or two down the road a piece and force me out into the field. Yeah, you just can't, the pitch and roll on this is just so loose. Yeah, when you fly it a lot, you just simply get used to it, but gotta be careful with it, lest I trash and crash another one. Well, let's see if I can do a typical Brian landing here. The council came by and mowed the other day and inadvertently chewed up my other mat. So I'm relegated to this one. Getting in my own wash. There we go. What do you think? As always, guys, see ya. Okay, just a little more video blather, because I know Simon is always concerned about my weather here. The rain cycle that lasted the last 3 days with a low pressure system is giving way to a high pressure system, and we're going to have near record temperatures, 94, 95 or so over the next couple of days. Oops, gotta go back down. When I grow up, I'm going to learn to use a timer. Yeah, as I might have mentioned before, I kind of didn't have my mojo for a few days, and kind of unmotivated to do anything other than chores around the house. And then my desk called to me yesterday, and I thought, well, let's see what we can do. And it was kind of a coup to get those doggone servos synchronized. It's all I can do not to go ahead and spring for there's a 9-channel receiver there at Hobby King, a $24 one. Thought about prying my wallet open, that way I can get 7 channels out of it, so I can operate my excuse me, so I can operate my retracts independent of using the gear channel. But kind of once you get these once you get the tail set up on here, you really don't have to screw with it anymore. So I'm going to be particular about getting my tail set up prior to pulling this thing down and putting it in the fuselage. Well, it's a smooth sounding bird. You know, the other one used to have kind of a terrible resonance that I couldn't figure out. Although this one doesn't, it isn't like the other one. This one is intact. But it also, this one doesn't take as long to spin down, so I suspect that the bearings aren't quite as smooth. Rob, looking forward to you getting back in the fray. I mean, I'll tell you what, the web board has dwindled down to about nothing. Simon's been busy doing his job and doing a little bit of this, that, and the other, and Phil has been unbelievably busy in his job. Yeah, Phil, you need to post your planks, dude. Why not? I don't think you're going to get any, out of the half a dozen guys that post, I don't think you're going to get any pushback on that. I need to get one of those slow sticks. I think that's what Jeff recommended. You get out on a morning like this where there's no wind, and it flies about as fast as you can walk, since I hate simulators. I'm going to try to burn through all my battery packs today, get at least 5 minutes out of them, because it ain't good for them to sit, and I don't like putting them into storage. So it's going to be hot as hell today and dry. I'm going to go on at about 10 o'clock in the morning my time and head down to one of our management areas. We have public properties that are set out and established for recreation, like birding and hunting and fishing, and the yahoos are out there sometimes. You know who the yahoos are? They're the guys that go out and tear up the property with their Bubba trucks, and we've got a lot of yahoos going on of late, so I'm gonna see if I can catch me a yahoo today. And that ends my shift until next Monday, at which time I will come on board and work a couple of days, and then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday. And I truly think if I just dedicate one day, I can finish my build on the Augusta fuselage. And then I'm gonna have to pry my wallet open and get something else. That 130 looks so sweet. See, that other motor won't bog down like that. That's a trusty 2218, but it doesn't have quite the ass that Scorpion looking thing me and Simon bought. Yeah, it's a smooth helicopter. Almost too big for my front yard, but smooth. What else? Jonesy, I don't know if it makes any sense to you, but when I was using his, theirs, and ours parts for my tail, I bought a tail shaft that seemed to be ever so slightly, and I mean a fraction of a millimeter too short. So when I put it on the button and tightened down the grub screw, it seemed that it was it reduced my deflection. So when I go to make a right hand turn, the damn thing wouldn't slide far enough. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And I don't know if that's your problem, but I had several crashes because of that. I got no right hand deflection. So anywho, all the best, and I'm gonna fly some more, and I'll bore y'all later. See you.